They were out there. They were on the sideline trying to figure things out.
Oh, man.
Alrighty, guys. Eugene here back again, performance and wellness. So, we got, we just covering topics. So this is our next topic right here. So I'm here with my man Leland.
Yes.
So we get it in again. Another question. I'm gonna tell you something. We got. I don't want to say the word ignorant is not knowing. I can say that word. We got a lot of not knowing people. I say ignorant people out there in the world, and we're trying to inform the masses to be. This is my word, not his word. This is my word. So, man, we train together, and we see these idiots. I'm gonna say this is my word. I see the idiots at the gym that are out there overcomplicating things. I don't know what school they went to. I don't know what education they went to. I don't know what. I don't know. What you say? These are people they try to reinvent the rock. No, try to reinvent the wheel. The wheel is already been invented. It's rubber. It rolls. It does this. But we want to put a dimension on the wheel where it can turn. It can do this. It can do this. Or the frame that can open up and go wide. I don't know. Do y'all know? I don't know. So that's what we're discussing today. We're discussing movements. Exercise movements, it's no brainer, man. Machinery, it's designed specifically for a reason to do what it do. And what else we talking about? Workouts, type of stuff. So we discussing those topics. So we're gonna dive into it. So I don't know where we start. Which one you was? Because both of them are relevant points.
Yeah, we'll get into it. I'm Coach Leland with Next Level Health and Wellness. I do Pro Leland Devine Jr. Head coach of Next Level Health and Wellness as well. Like you said, we do train together. We do observe a lot of things. I mean, I have 15 years of experience in coaching, not just working myself, but actual coaching clients. And he's got almost 30 years in this field. So he's about 45 years here of experience, observation, learning, trial by error, but really like doing the homework of proper application of things from the book to the clientele in front of us over time and time again. Yeah, we do live in a world of instant famous, instant access, influencers, and I get it. Everybody wants to pop on a tripod and record their workout that their friends' coach told them to do. And then here's the problem. A lot of people want to emulate physiques that they see. I'm not saying you want to aspire to be great things and great people.
Yeah.
If I wanted to be Will Smith, I would probably learn how to act a lot better.
Yeah.
But I would have to learn I can't just go into off a building because obviously he's not going to do it, right? You got to learn how to fall, right?
Yeah.
You got to learn whatever, right? So what we see and what I've seen in this influencer state, which is about the last 3-4 years, and it heightens every single year. The more and more apps come out, the more and more coaches pop out. Like the more and more features come out on social media, the more and more coaches pop out as well. And like, I learned how to green screen, so now I got a new green. Everybody's a coach on health and fitness. However, because there's no governing body over health and fitness, specifically coaching, everybody uses the term coach. Well, most of y'all are either personal trainers, or you're good at mastering your own body. Coaching is actually an educational position to where you're coaching an individual on what best fits their needs. When I coach a team of basketball players, I'm coaching 5 to 15 to be a better collective basketball team for them. When I coach a football team of 50 people, I'm coaching them at 11 at a time to be better on the field. When I coach an individual in track, I want them to be the better runner during that duration. I'm coaching. When I'm training somebody, you're training them to literally just do what you tell them to do. There's no problem with that.
So there's difference, guys. Remember he said coaching, what you say?
Training.
There's two differences there. Coaching and training. So keep that in mind.
When you train somebody, you're training them to do what you tell them to do, which is why I always make sure you guys know that I'm Coach Kyrie. I'm not trainer Kyrie. I'm not the trainer next level. I am a coach. When my clients come to me, yes, I can sit on my books of 15 years of experience, but I don't do that. I reserve that. I let them know even in the consult, even with me in person. I have all this experience, but you come with your experience on your body. You know what you know from you. I need you to tell me and show me during that assessment that most trainers and coaches don't do, what your body's telling me. I then take that information with my information, I create an interpretation, and I align your goals and what your body's telling me needs to do, and my goals from you. You got 3 things now, we merge it into a program. That program does not include advanced techniques.
No, it's not. Okay, so this is from a coaching perspective.
No. This is when we all get into it.
Okay.
What I'm saying is it does not include advanced techniques.
Okay.
And then what we see in the gym is Advanced Techniques by Novice Physiques. I'm gonna put a book right there. Advanced Techniques by Novice Physiques.
Yeah.
And I get it. Again, you want to do the cool thing and build the
Yeah.
C-bum lat and do the sideways lat pull down. You want to take the hammer strength row and pray to Jesus while you pull it down. I don't know why. We still been trying to figure it out. Because biomechanically your body is different, but also engineering equipment was not set up. Now I know somebody's gonna say, well, they set it up this way, but there's ways you can skin a cat. It's called cables.
Yeah.
If a machine is in a fixed plane, it's in the fixed plane for a reason. But then they created cables because they were brilliant enough to say, well, we know that your body may not work on this plane machine. I created a cable or a belt which you can move and swivel from pivot to pivot and angle to angle and create that. But for some reason, what we see is people doing these things on fixed machines that are designed to move a certain way.
Yeah, trust me, I'm approaching this standpoint. He's a coach and he does training as well, is that correct?
Yeah.
So I'm a therapist. I do coaching as well, but from a therapeutic mobility type of standpoint. So it's same but different. So I approach things a little different than what he does. What he's saying, I clearly understand. I do physical therapy work on a lot of people all the time. It doesn't make any damn sense. You understand your anatomy. You got somebody with a biomechanics degree or what you call it, exercise physiology.
Yeah.
It's basically the same thing. I'm a trainer. That's basically what it is in the day. So muscle has to lengthen to contract. If you shorten the movements, yeah, you get to the same point, but guess what? Yeah, short muscle bellies, and there's probability of injuries there because you have not commanded the muscle fibers to actually work in the sagittal plane that needs to work in. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. You're stupid, you're ignorant if you respond to a situation. There are a lot of people out there with degrees that will show you things, put things out on social media and say it's what Jesus said that thou shalt do to have this. Doesn't make any sense. So stupid is stupid does. Educate yourself. Understand your anatomy. Understand how the muscle moves and how it actually works before you participate in someone else's stupidity. And it makes you stupid along with them as well.
I mean, you're being led by the blind, and I see a lot of guys who are actually intelligent, but then they mimic things because it's like, let me set myself apart as opposed to learning from the person. So then you take their information that they're learning from, you try to create your own lane and you twist to it, but it's not needed. But because there's a desire to be instant famous, you want to figure out how can I look better and appeal to an audience. And they prey on the naivety of you trainees, you clients. Y'all don't understand that. You're like, well, I know so-and-so, and they produce for this person. You don't know what the person's genetic ability was or what they did prior to it, but you think that that's why, so then you mimic the movement. If you want to build better lats, when we were younger in the gym, there was no fancy lat pull down. There was no extra cable attachment. And I know everybody can say, well, the attachments exist now because science has changed. Science hasn't changed. Science evolves.
Yeah.
Change is one thing, evolution is another.
Yeah, that's true.
Change is just that. If I say I'm a changed man, I mean I don't forgot. I have evolved, which means I'm going to take my lessons and keep them as libraries to build upon. But if I change, I ignore my past. So science has not changed. Science has evolved. Great, but it does not mean that the technicalities of movements and insertion points have changed either. Biomechanically, you may have different insertion points, but the way that the muscle moves has not changed. No, there's no new species of humans being built to where your body and the insertion points change the way you need to train it. And what I'm saying is because of this. Building a physique used to just require the compound lifts. Yeah. Over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. So you build the clay first, you smoothen the clay out, and then you bring in unilateral versus bilateral, barbell versus dumbbell versus kettlebell. And I didn't even begin with y'all motion. I should begin. My clients begin at functional training. Yeah. We warm up with functional. Not even that. We warm up with functional training. Oh, okay. So a lot of y'all don't even have functional training program into your programs, but yet here you are doing things that will require you to have an ability of understanding around the functionality of said muscle group if you needed to make an adjustment. Yeah. But because you're not even functionally stable, the stabilizer that would be needed to recruit that in a safe manner is still not necessarily safe, but in a safer manner, you haven't developed. Therefore, your injury risk increases. And therefore, you're now building impingements around muscle groups that don't look the way they're supposed to. Now I'm really talking to the bodybuilding community because now you guys have put so much stock into bodybuilding that everybody in the gym, regardless of their goals, are now bodybuilding in the gym because they emulate what we do.
Yeah.
You have to understand that your actions are now having a rippling effect on the fitness society because fitness really they're looking up to bodybuilders, which is highly ignorant because we are unsafe. And I'm saying that as one, we are. What we do is very, very damaging to our body. All physical fitness is but bodybuilders, we beat our bodies up to a pulp.
Yeah.
Chosen. But now we have individuals, young trainees, 18, 20 years old, mimicking us, and they see examples without the education behind it.
Yeah, you gotta have an
post a video and say, okay, I'm doing this movement because, but I also have been doing this for this many years, so therefore I moved to this. But y'all leave out that information because then it will scare them away from saying, well, I can't do that because that's so-and-so. But like you said, no, you can do it too, but let me teach you how to crawl first. But y'all are afraid to do that because that might not get y'all any money. So in the gym, when we see these things, it's really, what did I say before, is intelligently stupid people.
Yeah. I call them ignorant stupid.
Intelligently stupid people. And then some are ignorant, but ignorance is not unknowing.
Yeah.
But intelligently stupid people.
They know already. They just they choose to be bad.
Can't be ignorant.
Okay.
That's naive.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Naive trainers out there, and we see a lot of those. I'm gonna say it again. Hey, I go the Destination Dallas back on there, man. You see a lot of idiots. I'm saying this: idiots in their training folks that have no idea of what they're doing. A lot of them don't. They just they're doing what they're doing just for the sake of saying they did this. And that's what it is. So I don't care. Anyway, that's my perspective on the situation. But you got to lead with the information, why, when, what, how it's supposed to work. How do you move your body? This is how it's supposed to contract. And that's the people that are doing this. When you got to turn this angle right here, and you turn around and get that contract, you get that one little muscle there. That's gonna fire. That's gonna pop. When you do this, boom. That's what that muscle gonna pop on you. Like wow. What was that last year? So either way, that's my perspective on it, and I don't really care who feels about it. I don't care who takes it personal. Bodybuilding is contracted, moving, is cultural muscle. Powerlifting, pulling heavy weight is something totally different. You want to create out the best of your own building. That's what we talked about, coaching. Yeah. Get somebody that understands, and it's like you go to church. The pastor's talking along, yeah, the Lord said this. Woo! Guess what? Okay, where it says that? Let me read that. He said it says this. Okay, let me read that chapter. Okay, you know what? You're right. He did say that, didn't he? He said that. Gotcha. Touchdown. Keep going, Pastor. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. Understand the movement. Understand what's going on. And he may be right. He may be wrong. He may miss or something. But just understand what you understand it for, and then take it and just.
It has to be applicable. It has to, this is naivety of trainees as well, not just the trainers or the coaches. It's naivety of the people that are choosing to follow.
Yeah.
You gotta take it with a grain of salt. Like, okay, yeah, that's cool, that works, but man, why would you ride a unicycle? You can't ride a bicycle.
What about a motorcycle? You can't ride.
Why would you? Why would I do a riskier thing if I can't even do the thing that comes with training wheels first?
Yeah.
Why would I try to, I don't know, single arm deadlift when I can't even do a conventional deadlift? Why would I try to do things that I haven't even mastered the foundational part? Which is why a baby can't come out of the womb running. You can't. All right. So in the gym is the same way. The term is called green. Green means you're new.
Yeah.
A lot of people are still so green in the gym that they are afraid that they're going to miss out if they don't accelerate at a fast pace to success. And that's social media. Yeah. And I've been working out on my own body for almost 20 years now. Yeah. So when you see my physique, don't think that me bench pressing 405 is how I got there. I used to take my mom's ex-husband, he would give me a deck of cards, 52 damn cards. Mm-hmm. And every card was 10 push-ups. Every ace and face card was 20. And I was doing diamonds. And that's how I started building muscular endurance and strength. Then I got my first barbell, old school barbell. Mm-hmm. It wasn't even the nice ones. It was
the little skinny bars?
Stretch your hands up. And I didn't have a lot of weights, but I had a barbell and a bench and incline. So in my basement, where my bedroom was, I would start off regular grip, and I would walk it out wide into narrow over and over, changing the weight. Yeah. And I built, that's how my clavicles now, if you ever see my physique, my chest opens up that way. And that's a genetic thing, but also the way that I was just training. I just trained, and I did push-ups, and I didn't try to go and do a single arm press or try to max out. And then over a certain point in time, as I built up that habit, once it became a sport thing, then I was able to stack and habit stack, advance. I was okay being green. Y'all not okay being green because social media has y'all thinking that y'all got to get to look like me or get to like your favorite bodybuilder or your favorite figure girl, whomever, in 3 months. 6 months. A year, 2 years. Man, if we always preach about, no matter if it's relationships, money, business, you name it, and the cliche is to take 10,000 hours of mastery, then why y'all trying to go for 10,000 hours in 1 week? That's just what I don't get about the gym, is that it's a slap in the face to people like me to see y'all trying to not compete on stage, but y'all trying to compete in lifts in the gym. And I'm like, why? So we've done things. We had somebody interrupt us. One day we were doing a leg workout, trying to tell us, and first I opened up and let him explain himself, and he said what we were doing was inefficient and it could be done different ways. I'm like, it's not, but since you decided to open up, let's see what you got to say. And then once he began to talk, I was like, this is where you're wrong, and here's why. I was giving him the science, but he was so hell bent on trying to prove me wrong, the one with the physique, the 40 years of experience here. And then he told me that I was being all kinds of stuff, calling my name and everything. I was like, okay, which is why I'm usually not receptive to people trying to help me in the gym if you don't have a physique that's superior to mine, or if not, there's two reasons. You have a physique that's superior to mine, which I probably still won't listen. I'd rather listen if you can convey your message in a manner that's understandable. But it's a disrespect to people like us in the gym when we see these things like, man, and then when somebody try to help y'all don't, but y'all would rather go with the person that's got half the time that I got and a third of the time that he has in it for coaching, not because we want your money. My problem is you go with them for coaching because you like them, but you're afraid to challenge them and ask the right questions. And then you get robbed when you say, well, so-and-so told me this, and I'm like, well, now you're in a hospital or you're out of training. And that's my concern, is that you're gonna be immobile and have impingements and have so many injuries before you hit 30 that you won't be functional. And then as somebody who loves coaching people, I'm like, well, there goes another one due to the person, that trainer that didn't try to give your best injury. And we're making fun of it, but the underlying thing is like, what the hell are y'all doing?
And that's where we go back to vetting people, because these influencers or those groupies, what do you call those people? They clicky, they just be that's just not cool, man. It's just you asking for an issue. They can't promise you anything. They can't guarantee you nothing. At the end of the day, you got to do your own due diligence and work to get yourself in the best possibility. And that's why I said, be a student of your own body. It's your body. It's no one body but yours. You have to be the governor, the president, CEO of your own personal health. It's like this: your health is your wealth. You heard that response from a lot of people all the time. If you like your money, you should like your health just as equal. If you don't like money, your health's gonna always be in a bad situation. So it's just another way of looking at it. Invest in yourself to understand the best possible direction for you to go, and hire the best possible coach to get you in the best position. These influencers, they're selling. It's business. It's what it's all about. and they're not gonna ask you the necessary stuff you need to have to move yourself forward. Same thing with movement. It's only a push-pull. That's not that many movements that to do. If you can squat, you can do accessories, you can do back, bending over. It's only so much you can do. People make it more deeper than what it really is, and it's not. And I'm posing from a therapy standpoint. You know what I'm saying? And it's not. It's stupid. It's fucking ignorant. And then the machines. And we talk machines. If it's a lat pull down, it's a lat pull down. Don't make it a one arm diz and make it what you're doing shoulder pressing with it. It's not. That scientist, that person that invented the equipment didn't make it so you can come in and tell them they're ignorant. Oh, it's made for this now. What's the bottom name in Houston? Patrick Moore. He said the same thing. Yeah, he did a deal, a dissertation on lat pull downs and bicycle. This is what it's for. That's all it's for. That's not for no nothing more. It didn't say turn here. And even I'm gonna do a name like the Charles Glass. Turn right here an inch and then push here. It doesn't work that way. Push. Do this. That's all you need to do. It's not that deep. You guys give these people honors or a class or a statue they don't deserve, they don't need to have. Do your own due diligence, read a book, understand muscle anatomy, functional movements, understand what your coach is putting you through so you can be educated and move in that direction where your success is prevalent for you and not for no one else. And that's basically sums up at the end of the day. So to these newcomers getting to the gym, pick a book. I picked up a book. That's how we had this book back then. You got the Arnold Schwarzenegger book. Yeah, Yeah, that's how we learn a lot of this stuff. Look at the book. It shows you the movie. It explains to you details. This does this. How many sets? You get a coach. I'm not sure about this movie. Is this a movie for me? Boom. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
Stop following these coaches that are so it all, know it all, be all. They ain't fucking nobody, man. Fuck them. I don't guess my word. I don't care if that is mine. But anyway, be a person after yourself. Take care of yourself. Do your own due diligence and stop listening to these influencers that don't know a damn thing and just trying to figure things out in their life. So I'm gonna leave with that.
Yeah.
Any last words?
Nah, man. Just again, there's no fast way. You can't ride a motorcycle if you can't ride a damn bicycle.
And that's you can't, like it's the same thing. That's it at the end of the day. So I'm passionate about that because I'm starting to see idiots at the gym knowing they know things, they don't know things, and they come in injured, then they asking for help, and I'm telling them something different. Yeah, I'm telling them something different. I'm trying to help them out. Well, Joe Blow said you need to do a roll this way to get my lats bigger. Like, man, you fucking idiot. You're an idiot. Idiot. Hello, that's what you are. So anyway, get together, guys. I'm excited. I'm glad that you took the time out to have this discussion with us, and we cover a lot of fantastic topics. See more. You're gonna expect more from us coming soon. Just be informed.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself and be about your self-wealth and your mental health.
Yeah.
So with that, guys, we're out. Performance and wellness.
All right, next up on the wellness, guys. Look me up on Instagram. Again, that is Next Level Health and Wellness. If you don't see my face, that's not my page.
Yeah, and you guys know me. I'm stretch. I'm everything. Stretch station, stretch doc. I'm a little bit of everything. But guys, stay tuned for more information about upcoming shows, whatever upcoming shows I have going on. So thank you guys. Out.